One of the books I use in my class is by Annie Lamott, called Bird by Bird. And the title comes from a childhood story, which is that she was out with her family at a cabin in Bolinas, and her younger brother was looking over a project he had to do, Birds of North America. And he'd had it for 3 months, he hadn't done anything, it was due the next day. And so he's there sweating over it. And all of a sudden her father comes along and puts his hand on her brother's shoulder and says, "It's okay, buddy, we'll do it bird by bird." And so we do the same kind of thing in creative writing. We try to do it bird by bird, step by step. So the beginning levels of creative writing take apart the scenes, how to do the stories, how to do dialogue, how to set the plays up. And later on, it goes into more advanced levels. And so students are able to apply for contests, to compete against each other. But it all starts with that step by step.
Every spring, the advanced poetry students have a poetry reading. So last year, I decided to really talk this up to see, basically to push the limits of what was possible as far as an audience and a performance went. So all of the students prepared a reading, but they also created a book of their own work. And we decided to have a combination poetry reading and basically book display. So the day of the poetry reading was a fantastic rainstorm, and I was a little worried that no one was going to show up. But lots of parents and grandparents and siblings and faculty members and other students came to the reading, and the students were magnificent. They read their own work. And what was really fun about it, I sat in the back and watched the parents and the grandparents in particular basically sit on the edge of their seats watching their children perform these beautiful poems that they had written over the course of the semester. And then afterwards, everyone stuck around to look at some of these books that they'd created from start to finish. They wrote the poems in them, they designed them, there's original artwork, photography. And so these people from the community, relatives, and so on, were able to really ask the students what had gone into the writing process as well as the process of actually building a book. So it was just one of those nights where everything sort of came together, and I got to see really the potential of the students to expand really into other genres, into art, into performance, and into writing. And one of the things that I think is important with our students is that a lot of them come from families that can't send them for private lessons or send them to a writing workshop. So what they have is what we give them here at school. And it just was one of those occasions where I could see if they are really given some resources, they can really excel and make their parents proud and make their teacher extremely proud.